Welcome back to another episode of the Blues Harp Biker. All right, welcome back to the Blues Harp Biker. Hope everybody's doing good. Hey, first thing I want to do is I want to remind you to subscribe, like the videos, hit that little notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I upload something new, and then comment. I'd like to hear your comments, so comment often. Also, follow me on Instagram at Blues Harp Biker. Well, hey, anyways, today it's gonna be like 108 degrees outside, and I've decided not to ride my bike or, you know, do anything too strenuous, although I am out in my shop today. A lot of people have been asking me what's up with the shop, and some of the stuff that's in here. I got a bunch of junk in here, and the shop is an absolute mess. I'm embarrassed when I come out here because I've got stuff piled in here and I haven't put any of my tools away, and I've got all kinds of, well, it's just a mess. I don't want to go too much further. I'll show you here in a minute. But a lot of people are asking me about what's in here and how I accumulated it. A lot of the stuff in this shop is not mine. It belongs to some of my relatives. And for example, these couches belong to my sister, and these chairs. And they just kind of got stuffed out here. This was my parents' property at one time, and my father died. My mother and my sister moved in together, and my sister dumped this stuff out here in the shop that was my mom's shop. A lot of this stuff in here was my dad's stuff, and it's just a lot of junk that just haven't figured out how to get rid of just yet. There's a lot of old cars out here. This is my brother's Cadillac right here. And we started putting it together, and then of course, you know, life gets in the way. The motor's rebuilt in it, but we got it put in but haven't hooked it up yet, and it's all in and it's all ready to go. Probably a couple days worth of work would get this thing going. But this is a 1956 Fleetwood, and if you can see the inside, door won't open. There we go. You can see the inside. It's beautiful inside. The upholstery's just looks like a brand new car in here. It's fantastic. Show you the inside here. No rips. It's just a beautiful car. But, you know, the problem is it takes too much time to get it on the road. As you can see, they don't make cars like this anymore. I once had a 55 Cadillac. Now this is a Series 60. And I had a Series 62, 55 Cadillac. This over here is my nephew's, I don't know what this is. It's a 66 Ranchero that he was gonna do a frame off on. And same thing happened, you know. Life gets in the way. It starts becoming a lot of work. And actually, he doesn't have it off the frame. The frame is still on it. He just pulled the engine out of it and pulled all the front end out of it, all the grill and the radiator and all that. Probably somebody rebuilt the engine. They could put it back together. There's the engine for it right there. These over here, okay, well this is my doing here. These are some Hammond organs that I accumulated years ago, and I've never done anything with them. And a Leslie speaker. I had 3 Hammonds. These are M series Hammonds. This one here's the best one. But anyways, I got one of them out of a church, and then I got a couple of them from a friend of mine. That's an old stereo I used to have. I just didn't know what to do with it when it went bad. These are the Triumph parts here, as you can see. Organ benches. Okay, that's my doing. I'll take responsibility for that. My sister's couches. Those are going to go today. I think those are going to go out of here today. The Honda, which project I started and can't figure out why it doesn't get any lights or any of the electrical works, but it does run. I just have to dig in, probably have to completely rewire it, and I haven't decided whether I want to do that yet. Triumph, of course, Sportster. There's my Softail. This over here is mine. And someday I've got to get on it, which is there's very little wrong with this car. This is an Edsel, 1959 Edsel. And basically this car has a rebuilt motor, and I had it running, and I got it running and driving. I had the transmission rebuilt, did the upholstery. You can see the upholstery inside. It's all dirty in here now, but you can see the upholstery. It's all been redone. Carpet, it's all good. Headliner's all good. I should probably get this car running. One day it just started running crappy, and I think it might have been the points or the condenser or something to do in the distributor, and I got in there and I couldn't see what I was doing because on these motors the distributor's way in the back, and you can see the Edsel pickle there in the front, and I could not get the points straightened out. I could not get anything working, and I went in the house and decided to stop working on it, take a little break from it for a while. Hate to say it, but that was 10 years ago. But it isn't going to take much to get this going. I rebuilt the motor, and I need to adjust the valves, because these have got those solid lifters that clank, 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 clank. They sound like a typewriter. In fact, that's what these engines were known for. They were kind of called the typewriter. This car here actually belongs to my mother. This is a '58 Cadillac, and this car was running too when it parked. And this wasn't ever. It's a nice looking car, but it was never a great car. It wasn't a great restoration. It was a decent restoration. You know, the upholstery's nice in it, but it's kind of, I don't know, just looks kind of a little cheapish. But that's the '58 Cadillac. 59 Edsel, 58 Cadillac, 56 Cadillac, 66 I think, or 65 or 60 something El Camino. Okay, so some of this stuff is for sale. I might as well let you know that. This is for sale. My nephew will sell that. And this is for sale. This Cadillac here is for sale. And if anybody's looking for Cadillacs or car projects, you know, I'd sure like to get these out of my shop. So they are for sale. So anybody in Fresno that's looking for stuff like this, or anywhere, if you want to come from anywhere, looking for some projects, these projects are for sale, and you can get them pretty reasonable. The Edsel and this Cadillac over there, not so much. I'm not so sure I'm ready for those. Well, those are mine. That's mine, that's my mother's. I don't know about that, but I know my brother would like to sell this, and I know my nephew would like to sell that. And I'd like them to sell them too, because as you can see, my shop, this is my room for working on my stuff right here. So here's my motorcycle lift, which I got and I hastily placed in here, and I don't have a good spot for it, and I need to clean it up. It looks a mess. It's horrible. I just got in. Here's my original motorcycle lift. I just got in here and started doing stuff, and I get in here and I don't put things away sometimes, as you can see. This is the biggest mess. I'm coming clean with everybody here. This was the biggest mess that I've ever had this shop, and it is a mess. And as you can see, it's time for me to be a normal person. So what I'm going to do first off is, here's some Cadillac parts here for this '56 Cadillac, and Edsel hubcap. First thing I got to do though is I left the ignition on the Sportster, so I'm going to put a battery charger on the Sportster. Then I'm going to start picking stuff up off the floor, seeing what I can get cleaned up. And then I want to get these couches out of here somehow. That would be a big step to get the couches out of here. So anyways, I don't have any secrets to conceal anymore. This is it. If you've ever had to get to the battery on your Sportster, there's one screw right here. Take this off. It's very simple. This comes out of there. trying to hold the camera and use the screwdriver at the same time. Doesn't always work. Get in there, take that screw out of there. And then this should just pull right up out of here. Slide it out. This thing's kind of in my way, giving me the blues a little bit here. Okay, and there it is. And there's your battery right there. All right. Well, let's get to it. I think it's only fitting to tell you the story of the bastard file, which was told to me when I was in shop class in 9th grade. And we had a shop teacher named Mr. Marks Miller at Central High School, where I went to school. And Mr. Marks Miller used to say cuss words, nothing nasty, but he'd say, you know, hell and damn and stuff like that. And being 9th grade, 8th grade, before that was elementary school, you never heard much of that from the teachers. So he had this joke he'd tell, and he says, the woman goes into the hardware store, and she's looking for a file to do some filing. Had some woodworking she needed to be done, and she says to the clerk behind the counter, I'd like to look at some files. I've got some filing I need to do, some woodworking, and I'd like to look at the files. So he asks her a little more about her project, and he pulls out this file and says, well, ma'am, what about this bastard here? And she says, oh no, I want that son of a bitch right there. Okay. Anyways, that is the legendary story of the bastard file. Well, all right, man, what a day. Here's what I got done. I didn't get finished, but as you can see, that's a far cry from the way it looked a couple hours ago. The floor looks better. Got rid of the couches. So now that you can see everything a little better, that's a 66 El Camino. It's for sale. I don't know how much my nephew wants for it. It belongs to my nephew, but imagine if that thing were not in my shop anymore. It'd be really nice. Also, this Cadillac is for sale too. This is my brother's 56 Fleetwood Series 60. And it's got a rebuilt motor. We rebuilt the motor in it, had it rebuilt. We didn't do it ourselves, so it would be really a nice car. And that's my Edsel. That's my mom's Cadillac. I don't know what's gonna happen with those yet, but there's the Sportster. And we gotta get the Triumph, the Softail, and the little Honda in here. Plenty of room. Now I got the lift all cleaned up. Hopefully I won't ever need to use that. And so anyway, that's what's in the barn. That's what's in my shop. And now things are a little bit cleaner. I don't feel so embarrassed about filming out here. Still got a few things to clean up over there, but I'll get to those soon. And remember, one more time, I'd sure like to get these out of here. So if anybody's interested in some cars, let me know. My contact info will be down below. All right, well, that's it for today. And we did get the barn cleaned up a little bit. So I'll move these motorcycles back in and we'll be ready for our next episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for everything. If you want to do sticker trade, the address is below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button, that thumbs up. It'll let me know you like what I'm doing. Hit the bell notification icon. It'll let you know when I upload new stuff. And also, let's hear your comments, your wonderful comments. I'd love to hear from you. And also, just be cool. I got a lot more cool stuff coming up. When the heat goes away a little bit, I'm gonna do some more riding, and I got some friends lined up to interview. So great things are happening for the Blues Harp Biker channel. Thanks a lot, everybody. Again, I appreciate you. Take care of each other and be cool always. And be safe out there, okay? Be safe on the road, and watch out for other riders when you're driving your car as well. Thank you again. Have a good one, everybody. Whew. All right. Oh, don't forget the 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are links to my past videos, so check them out. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate you.